Should have probably taken out the Roach Warren, although I don't think he could have. He just wasted time on it. That's something that he would have to learn his experience. And able to do a lot of damage to the drones. Unfortunately for Dras, he's really far behind in terms of the economy, but has, 2.2 flocks of Mutalisks, and could do a lot of damage. This is a very important moment right here. I mean, Penguin was able to expand. He's able to drone fairly safely now, and he was able to... Ooh, that's a lot of Hydralisks. If Dras has the micro, there could be only one. If Dras has the micro, he can also pick up overloads. If Dras has the micro, though, he can attack bases and take advantage of the immobility, there's some more air quotes you guys can't see, of Hydralisks. And although they're fast on creep, and they have good range, especially with grooved spines, they won't be enough to stop the Mutalisks doing some economic damage. This is really important, though. Able to get back in the game with some good hits here, I hope so. And Penguin's response is a little slow. Interesting choice, though. Fortunately for Dras, the building placement for Penguin is good, except for against Mutalisks in a similar situation. He'll be able to use it to his advantage. I think they are spread out fairly well. Currently, if he was very careful about it, I think he can pick off groups of them, but I wouldn't say that he doesn't have it with the queens. There's just too much there. Might be able to snipe some queens, though. Very important here. The splash damage of Mutalisk will definitely help out here. If he's able to snipe on the Spore Crawler, that'd be great. So just a quick hit on that would be a lot of lost minerals. Please don't stop believing. By Journey is one of my favorite songs. Oh yeah, quick save. Let's take a look at the bases real fast. Very important here. Hopefully Dras noticed at the base he's got a third base, but let's take a look. Currently, Hydralisk Den is the current tech for Mr. Penguin. Can't help it. And the Spire could really benefit from flyer attacks or flyer carapace. Probably carapace more, since Hydralisks are high attack speed, low damage. That would be able to reduce a lot. Have 2.6 flocks of Mutalisks on the map, and if you guys don't like that, I'm going to tell you to deal with it. Also, just getting a lot of Hydralisks, which are quite a bit like Marines, except for slower and more expensive. Yeah, didn't say that. Quite a bit like Marines, except for slower and more expensive. So we are going to see kind of this mass Hydralisk build. When fighting Hydralisks, I'd probably say Banelings to be effective against them because they are light, obviously. Ooh, Penguin's ahead of the upgrades. Very good. Very good, my friend. And, wow, that's a lot of them. 30. I guess we can make 30 like a group. We're going to just name all the Zerg units in groups. Fortunately, though, Mr. ZvZ is able to take the advantage of the Mutalisk mobility and take away some of the drones. I think Penguin looks like he's saturated this fairly well, which is very wise. Fortunately, though, if he doesn't move in his units quick enough, he could be in danger of losing this building. I don't think so, though. Yeah, Dras just needs to move back right now. Also, he should have focused fired the spawning pool down or the Hydralisk down, which is causing most of his problems right now. But luckily for him, he's able to stay in this game pretty well with Mutalisks. Hopefully he's droning up pretty hard. Not very many drones here, but has great saturation here. Also has quite a bit of roaches. I don't think he's got enough Zerglings. Kind of macro filling a little too much there. And his biggest flaw right now would be he didn't expand while pushing, which it was more of a harass. But Penguin expanded while pushing, and now he's a base ahead. Even though he's macro failing, they're by about the same amount. You can just see the difference here. Now let's take a quick look. Fortunately for Penguin, he decides to fall back for no reason. That is extremely lucky for Penguin. If those had been caught out of position, that would have completely switched the entire game around. And with a good flank here, could make or break the game. Looks like the Roaches are going to go ahead and go all the way up to the third base here. And unfortunately, there's nothing there to meet them or slow them down, except for a couple very dead queens. Dras, just make sure you're A-clicking. I'm not very good at that myself, but it's very important that we learn to A-click properly. It's, just took a couple hits there. Hits you didn't have to take, so. Unfortunately, we got a counter push over here with lots of Hydralisks. Ooh, these could really supply block Dras at a very critical time. If he supply blocks, he'll have a lot of difficulty keeping up with the constant reinforcements of these very cool Hydralisks. Of course, he's able to take out their expansion. Looking at the units lost tab. Good thing he's expanding too. Definitely in Drascal's not favor. Trying to say a better word for that. Jeez, those guys are so good at killing things. Like, bloop. You're dead, bitch. Bloop. Unfortunately, trying to call back the Mutalisks probably would have been better off just base racing these Mutalisks. Oh, that's really just really depressing to watch. Yes, they are definitely the best unit for fighting Mutalisks. Right now, definitely on the back end here. Look at the, like, fly my pretties, fly. Of course, I think we got quite a bit of a base race here. He needs to move up the ramp, and oh man, Penguin probably could just sit there. Of course, he's waiting for these reinforcements to pop. Very important here. Gonna get an entire group of And right now, if he's able to engage properly and focus fire well, I think he's still got it. Some Zerglings in there just to take the first couple of hits would really make the difference. But I think overall Dras, despite the missed micro, is not going to be the best position after this. Especially against the base race of so many Hydralisks over here. I do commend Penguin's Hydralisk play though. Hydralisks are very underused generally. They're very effective units. They're very bread and buttery, as I said. Bread and buttery. Dras really needs to hit, target the key units. He really needs to take up here and, hit the economic build, or the structures, the tech structures. Currently, Penguin did that already, and he was able to take out pretty much the entire base for Dras, and now he can only make Mutalisks, unfortunately, which won't do very well for him. And of course, he's got Overlord lumped up together. Yeah, this is I think he has a really good shot at this, but he really needed to just go for the main buildings. You want to kill the hatcheries along the way. Hatcheries are important, but as Zerg, the reason they buff the HP of your wonderful buildings is because they're so easy to just snipe. Just walk up there and take out the Hydralisk den first, and then you take out the spawning pool, and suddenly it's roach to roach, and you have the advantage because you already have the roaches on the field. Good job transferring the workers though in the final moments. Penguin doesn't know where the expand is, very important here. He's also able to take his own secret expansion, so this could be a very interesting game. Luckily for Dras, luckily and unluckily, the Hydralisks are intending to go kill something, as it shows, and they're not actually that slow. People are just like, they're too slow off creep, even though they move really, really fast. I guess they're slow compared to other Zerg units, whatever. I'm tired of having zealots around. Oh man, what happened to those roaches? Let's take a look at what's left. GG, as AoxomoxoA says. AoxomoxoA. Penguin says GG. Yeah, that was definitely a good game for both players. I think Dras could have gotten it if he had pushed up here sooner and just went for these buildings right here. Well, not these. These buildings right here. Of course, they did a good job, though. Both players played very commendably. And you can see the difference between a silver player and a gold player overall in this game, other than the whole, when you're in gold, you know how to defend against cheese. It's the same thing as being a silver player, but you know how to do cheese and defend against it. No. Yeah, that was a good game, though, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching that. Thank you for watching it. I'll say it twice. I don't care. You guys can do it.